30 years ago, how did I live? Imagine a version of me from 30 years ago, a person full of passion, but also lost in life. I had no financial plan, no knowledge of investing, and I thought that as long as I worked hard, I would eventually become wealthy. But I was wrong. I spent everything I earned. I believed that my paycheck was meant to be enjoyed, so every time I got paid, I immediately spent it on things I liked: clothes, the latest phone, spontaneous trips. I told myself that I was still young and had plenty of time to save later. But then, one day, when I urgently needed money, I realized I had nothing. I wasted time without realizing it. I spent hours watching TV, scrolling through social media, and playing games, not knowing that every passing minute was a lost opportunity. I always thought, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow kept slipping away, and I remained stuck in the same place. I was so afraid of failure that I didn't even try. Many opportunities came my way, but I hesitated, worried about losing money, afraid of failing, and scared of being judged. As a result, I did nothing. Then, I watched others succeed with the very ideas I once had. I didn't understand the value of relationships. I thought being skilled was enough, but reality proved otherwise. I missed out on incredible opportunities simply because I failed to connect with the right people who could help me grow. And by the time I realized this, it was too late to start over. And then, 30 years passed. I looked back and realized that if I had known these lessons earlier, my life would have been completely different. But the important thing is, I finally learned these lessons, and today, I'm sharing them with you. In the next 20 minutes, you will discover the lessons that took me 30 years to learn. These are the hard-earned insights that changed my life, and they could change yours too. Don't miss this. The mistakes that cost me time, money, and opportunities. Looking back, I see that certain mistakes cost me years of wasted time, thousands of dollars, and countless opportunities. If only I had realized these things sooner, my life might have taken a completely different direction. But I believe it's never too late to change, and I hope you can learn from my experiences. 1. Not investing early, letting time slip away. I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars because I didn't invest early, a mistake I'll regret forever. If I could go back in time and give my younger self one piece of advice, it would be, start investing immediately, even with a small amount. But unfortunately, I didn't do that. And this mistake cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars, not because I was reckless with my spending, but because I let time pass without taking action. Today, I will share the biggest financial mistake of my life and what I learned from it, so you don't fall into the same trap I did. How I was completely wrong about investing. When I first started working, I had a huge misconception: only rich people can invest. I believed that investing was something only millionaires or people with hundreds of thousands of dollars could afford to do. I thought I needed to make a lot of money first before even thinking about investing. So every time I got my paycheck, I focused only on spending and saving, not realizing that keeping money in a bank account was one of the worst financial decisions I could make. I told myself, I'll invest when I have at least $10,000. I don't have much money right now, I'll think about it later. Investing is risky, I'd rather keep my money safe in cash. And so, time passed. I kept delaying. What I didn't realize was that time is the most valuable asset when it comes to investing. Then one day, reality hit me hard. I had lost hundreds of thousands of dollars just because I didn't start investing earlier. How much money did I lose by not investing early? Let's do a simple calculation to understand how huge this mistake really was. If I had started investing just $200 per month in an S&P 500 index fund, with an average return of 10% per year, after 30 years, I would have about $450,000. But if I had waited 10 more years to start investing, after 20 years, I would only have around $150,000. By delaying for just 10 years, I lost over $300,000 without doing anything. The only difference? Starting earlier. And this is just a small example. If I had invested $500 per month, after 30 years, I would have had over $1 million. I missed out on a fortune just because I didn't understand the power of compound interest. How I let time slip away. One day, a friend of mine, who started investing at age 20, said to me, "You're letting your money lose value every single day without realizing it." He explained that if I left my money in a low-interest savings account, inflation would slowly eat away at its purchasing power. In other words, my money was losing value over time, even if I didn't spend it. But at that time, I still didn't care. I kept delaying my investments, thinking I'd do it later. And so, I continued living the same way. Working hard, but never letting my money grow. Saving money, but not knowing how to make it work for me. Missing out on dozens of opportunities just because I was afraid of risk. Until one day, I looked around and realized something shocking. The friends who had started investing early were now financially free, while I was still working hard every single day. That was the moment I realized I had wasted too much precious time. When I started investing, I discovered a shocking truth. Finally, when I realized my mistake, I decided to learn about investing. And that's when I discovered something shocking. Investing doesn't require a lot of money like I once thought. I could start with as little as $50 to $100 per month. I could invest in index funds, stocks, real estate, and let my money grow over time. I was foolish to think I needed a lot of money before I could invest. In reality, investing is what helps you build wealth. My mistake, a lesson for you. Looking back, I realized that my biggest mistake wasn't that I didn't make enough money, it was that I let time pass without taking action. If you think you're still young, remember, every year that passes is a lost opportunity. If you think investing is too risky, remember, not investing is even riskier. If you're hesitating, take action now. Every day you don't invest, you're losing thousands of dollars in the future. What should you do now? If you want to avoid the mistakes I made, here's what you need to do today. Start investing immediately. It doesn't matter if you start small, what matters is that you start. Learn about safe investment options like index funds, S&P 500, stocks, and real estate. Don't let your money sit idle in the bank, make your money work for you. Take advantage of compound interest. The earlier you invest, the bigger your wealth will grow over time. I remember a time when a friend advised me to invest in stocks when the market was low. But I hesitated, thinking I didn't have enough money. A few years later, I saw people who started with small amounts multiply their wealth, while I remained stuck in the same place. If I had understood the power of compound interest and long-term investing, I wouldn't be regretting it now. Don't wait 10 or 20 years and look back with regret like I did. Take action today. Are you making the same mistake? Have you ever made the same mistake as I did? Are you investing, or are you still hesitating? Comment below, and let's discuss. When I was younger, I used to think that I had to make a lot of money first before I could start investing. I mistakenly believed that only rich people could invest. But then I realized a painful truth: time is the most valuable asset, and if you don't make your money work for you early, you're missing out on a huge opportunity. Lesson learned: don't wait for the perfect time to invest, because the best time is right now. 2. Uncontrolled spending, earning a lot but spending it all. When I first started working, I had a terrible habit. Every payday, I would spend money without thinking. I often bought expensive things just to satisfy short-term desires, traveled without a financial plan, and spent on things that weren't really important. One time, I decided to buy an expensive phone even though my old one was still working fine. I thought of it as a reward for my hard work. But just a few months later, an emergency happened, and I didn't have enough money to handle it. That's when I realized, saving is not about keeping what's left, it's about setting money aside first, then spending the rest. Have you ever asked yourself, why do I work hard every day, earn a decent salary, but still have nothing left at the end of the month? You earn $3,000 per month, but after paying $1,500 for rent, plus bills, food, entertainment, and shopping, your bank account is nearly empty. Worse, you might even swipe your credit card just to survive until the next paycheck. And this cycle repeats month after month, year after year. Are you trapped in lifestyle inflation? Lifestyle inflation happens when your income increases, but your expenses rise just as fast, sometimes even faster. You start upgrading your lifestyle. From a small apartment to a luxury one. From an old car to a brand new one with monthly payments. From eating out twice a week to fine dining every day. From budgeting carefully to shopping without thinking. At first, these upgrades feel satisfying, but soon you realize, even though you earn more, you still have no savings. You're still under financial pressure. How do you escape this cycle? Step 1. Budgeting. Know where your money goes. If you don't know where your money is going, how can you control it? Use the 50/30/20 rule to budget effectively. 50% of your income for essentials, rent, food, bills, insurance, etc. 30% for wants, entertainment, shopping, travel. 20% for savings, investments, debt repayment. Goal: pay yourself first. Treat savings like your most important monthly bill. Step 2. Control your spending. Don't let emotions control your wallet. Have you ever bought something just because it was on sale? Your friends had it, so you felt like you needed it too? You were stressed and needed retail therapy? Before swiping your card, ask yourself, do I really need this? Will I regret not buying it? Am I buying this out of necessity or emotion? Delay gratification. Instead of buying immediately, wait 24 hours. If you still truly need it after that, go ahead. If not, congratulations, you just saved money. Step 3. Avoid consumer debt. Don't let credit cards control you. A credit card isn't free money, it's just a tool that lets you spend now and pay later. And if you're not careful, you could fall into a debt trap with interest rates as high as 20 to 30% per year. Golden rules for using credit cards. Always pay your balance in full, never just the minimum payment. Never use credit cards to buy things you can't afford. Limit the number of credit cards to avoid overspending. If you're in debt, focus on paying off high-interest loans first using either the debt snowball or debt avalanche method. Step 4. Save, invest, make your money work for you. Saving is great, but letting money sit in a bank account won't make you rich. Instead, invest so your money can grow. Popular investment options. Stocks, if you're willing to take risks for higher returns. ETFs, passive investing with easy diversification. Real estate, a way to generate stable rental income. Business, if you have an idea and want financial independence. The earlier you invest, the better. Thanks to the power of compound interest, the money you invest today can multiply significantly in the future. Step 5. Increase your income. Cutting costs isn't enough. Cutting expenses can only take you so far. But increasing your income has no limit. Ways to boost your income. Negotiate your salary. If you're doing great work, don't be afraid to ask for a raise. Start a side hustle, earn extra money through freelancing, online business, or consulting. Learn high-income skills, take courses, learn new skills, and expand your career opportunities. Higher income plus smart spending equals financial freedom. Conclusion: do you want to just earn money or become truly wealthy? If you only focus on earning money and spending it all, you will always be controlled by your finances. If you know how to manage your money wisely, you will take control of your financial future. Start today. Track your expenses, save diligently, invest smartly, and build a solid financial future. Key takeaway: always spend with a plan. Prioritize saving and investing before thinking about enjoyment. Watch the video now to learn how to manage your personal finances wisely, avoid the trap of spending everything you earn, and move toward financial freedom. 3. Not developing yourself, missing out on promotion opportunities. I used to have the wrong mindset that simply doing my job well was enough. I didn't take the time to learn new skills, stay updated with trends, or invest in myself. One day, I realized that my colleagues were getting promoted and receiving better opportunities while I remained stuck in the same position. The reason was simple: they kept learning and improving, while I stayed the same. I remember the first time I took a personal development course. I was shocked by how much I didn't know. If I had started learning earlier, expanded my mindset, and embraced challenges, I wouldn't have missed so many opportunities. Have you ever felt like you're working hard but not making any real progress? Meanwhile, your colleagues keep getting promoted and receiving pay raises, while you remain stagnant? The reason isn't necessarily favoritism or bad luck. It might be because you haven't truly invested in your own growth. Not learning, you're limiting your own opportunities. The world is changing at an incredible speed. New technologies and trends emerge every day. If you don't take the initiative to learn, you're staying in your comfort zone for too long. Let's look at two different cases. Case 1. James, a hard-working employee who always completes his assigned tasks but never seeks to improve his skills. He does his job well but never takes the initiative to learn or stay updated. When a promotion opportunity arises, The company needs someone who can solve problems creatively and adapt quickly. James is not the top choice. Case 2. William. He started in the same position as James, but he actively sought ways to grow. He took online management courses, read leadership books, and learned an additional language. When the company looked for someone to promote, they saw William's potential and gave him the opportunity to move up. Lesson learned. Promotion doesn't come from working the longest, it comes from having the most value. Lacking new skills, you're at risk of being replaced. Imagine you're an accountant who has worked at the same company for 5 years. Your daily tasks involve Excel spreadsheets, data entry, and financial reporting. But one day, your company decides to implement new accounting software that automates most of your tasks. If you don't take the time to learn this new software, you become obsolete. Meanwhile, younger colleagues who quickly adapt to technology will take over your position. Lesson learned. Never assume your current skills are enough. Keep learning to stay ahead. The good enough mindset, the biggest enemy of success. Many people fall into the trap of thinking, my job is stable, my salary is fine, I don't need to try harder. But the truth is, if you don't grow, others will surpass you. If you don't improve, you'll be replaced. If you don't embrace change, you'll be left behind. Don't wait until you lose opportunities or even your job to realize the importance of self-development. What should you do to avoid missing promotion opportunities? Stay updated with new knowledge, read books, follow industry experts, and take courses to enhance your skills. Learn soft skills. In addition to technical skills, work on communication, leadership, time management, and critical thinking. Expand your network, connect with experienced professionals, attend networking events, and learn from others. Challenge yourself, take on difficult projects, step out of your comfort zone, and develop new abilities. Invest in yourself now. Don't wait until you fall behind to start learning. Take action today. If you're not growing, you're falling behind. Success doesn't come without continuous learning and improvement. The best investment you can ever make is in yourself. Question for you: what have you done today to be better than you were yesterday? If the answer is nothing, then it's time to start. For fear of risk, hesitation, losing golden opportunities. There have been many times when I had incredibly promising ideas, but I didn't dare to execute them because I was afraid of failure. I kept waiting for the perfect moment, waiting until I had enough knowledge, enough experience, before taking action. But by the time I finally felt ready, the opportunity had already passed. I remember once wanting to start a business selling a product I was absolutely sure had high demand. But I hesitated, overanalyzed everything, and feared failure. 1 year later, I saw someone else launch the exact same idea and achieve massive success. That's when I realized, not trying is the surest way to fail. Have you ever had an amazing opportunity right in front of you, but doubt and fear held you back? Imagine this: you find a piece of land that's still very cheap, with huge potential for appreciation. But you start overthinking. What if I buy it and the price doesn't go up? What if the market crashes? So, you don't buy. A few years later, someone else seizes the opportunity, the land triples in value, and you're left thinking, if only I had acted back then. So what really happened here? You weren't lacking information. You weren't unaware of the opportunity. The real issue was that fear of risk held you back. Why are we afraid of taking risks? 1. Fear of failure, losing money, time, and effort. We all have a natural tendency to protect what we already have. When faced with a big decision, our brain triggers the fight or flight response. Most people choose flight. They run away from risk because it seems too dangerous. 2. Lack of knowledge or experience. When you don't understand something, it feels risky. If you've never invested in stocks before, you might think, "I'll probably lose everything." But the truth is, even the most successful investors started with zero experience. The difference? They chose to learn and take action instead of staying afraid. 3. Listening to others instead of evaluating for yourself. Have you ever wanted to invest in something, but a family member said, "Be careful, you might lose all your money"? So, you backed off? The reality is, wealthy and successful people don't follow the crowd. They do their own research and make decisions based on facts, not fear. Opportunities lost because of fear. Let's look at a real example of how fear can cost you life-changing opportunities. Example: Bitcoin, the fear of scams. In 2010, someone paid 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. At the time, most people thought Bitcoin was a joke. Many had the chance to invest early, but were too afraid of losing money. Fast forward to today, those 10,000 Bitcoin are now worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Example: hesitating to open a coffee shop. You have a great coffee recipe and dream of opening a cafe, but you're afraid, what if no one buys? What if the market is too competitive? What if you're not good at running a business? The result? You do nothing. 5 years later, someone else opens a cafe in the exact same location, serving the exact same style of coffee you had in mind, and they succeed brilliantly. How to overcome fear of risk and seize opportunities. Understand that risk is part of success. No one succeeds without taking risks. Elon Musk almost went bankrupt investing in Tesla and SpaceX. But if he hadn't accepted the risk, the world wouldn't have the groundbreaking technology we have today. Make decisions based on knowledge, not emotion. If you're afraid of investing in stocks, learn about them. If you fear starting a business, start small. The more you understand, the less risky it becomes. Ask yourself, what happens if I don't take action? Don't just think, what if I fail? Also ask, what if I don't even try? Sometimes, not acting is the biggest risk of all. Start small, but start. You don't need to invest $1 million in a business, start with a small project. You don't have to buy 10 properties, start with a small investment to learn the process. Final takeaways. Fear of risk is normal, but don't let it hold you back. Wealthy people don't avoid fear, they learn how to manage it and act at the right time. Opportunities only come to those who dare to seize them. There is no perfect timing, only those who take action. 5. Not building quality relationships. I used to think that being good at my profession was enough, but I was wrong. In reality, strong relationships can open doors that you simply cannot unlock with personal skills alone. In the past, I was hesitant to communicate and didn't proactively connect with people who could help me grow. As a result, I missed out on many opportunities for collaboration, career advancement, and learning from those more experienced than me. Later, When I started actively attending events, expanding my network, and learning how to connect with like-minded people, I noticed a significant difference. More opportunities came my way, I learned from successful individuals, and my career took a major leap forward. Have you ever wondered why some people, who aren't necessarily smarter or more hardworking than you, end up being much more successful and wealthy? One of the biggest reasons is relationships. Wealthy people don't just work hard, they are also highly skilled at building quality relationships. On the other hand, if you isolate yourself, only associate with people who don't push you to grow, or don't know how to expand your network, it will be very difficult for you to break through financially. Why are relationships important in finance? Imagine this scenario: you have two friends. The first friend always invites you out for drinking, spends money recklessly, and even borrows money from you but never pays it back. Every time you meet, the two of you complain about life, express frustration with work, and blame society. What can you possibly learn from them? The second friend is a businessperson with strong financial knowledge. Every time you meet, they share smart investment strategies, money management experiences, or even introduce you to people who can help you earn more money. Now ask yourself, who will help you go further? Definitely the second friend. Yet, many of us spend most of our time with people like the first friend. This is why we remain stuck in a cycle of financial struggle. The 3 relationship groups that determine your financial success. Recap 1. The group that pulls you down. These are the people who constantly complain, lack clear goals, and have a negative outlook on life. They could be friends, colleagues, or even family members, but they all share one thing in common: they see life through a pessimistic lens. Examples. When you say you want to start a business, they say, "That's too risky. What if you fail?" When you want to invest, they warn, "Be careful, you might lose all your money." When you work hard to learn new things, they question, "Why stress yourself out? Just live simply." If you listen to them too much, you'll adopt their mindset and never grow. Solution: limit your interactions, or change the way you engage with these people. Don't let them influence your thinking. Recap 2. The neutral group, neither helping nor hurting. These are people in your daily life who aren't negative, but also don't contribute much to your progress. They could be colleagues, neighbors, or acquaintances you see regularly. Examples. They don't stop you from making money, but they also don't help you. They may be happy for your success, but they don't actively contribute to it. Solution: this group isn't harmful, but if you want to succeed faster, prioritize spending more time with the third group. Recap 3. The group that lifts you up, people who help you grow financially. This is the group you should actively connect with and maintain relationships with. These are people who have better financial knowledge than you, are more successful, or at least share the same drive for growth. Examples. A friend who invests in real estate might teach you how to buy properties for rental income. A skilled boss can help you develop money-making skills. An excellent colleague can help you learn ways to increase your income. A mentor can help you recognize financial opportunities you never considered before. Solution: proactively seek out these relationships. Read books, take courses, attend networking events, or even follow successful people on YouTube to learn from them. How to build smart financial relationships. 1. Proactively connect with people who are more successful than you. Don't be afraid to network with those who have achieved more. Attend events, take courses, or even message them directly. Remember, a well-thought-out question can open big doors. 2. Provide value before expecting anything in return. Don't approach wealthy or successful people with the mindset of, "Can you help me?" Instead, ask yourself, what can you do for them first? This approach helps you build goodwill and establish long-lasting relationships. 3. Learn to listen and ask smart questions. When meeting experienced individuals, don't just passively listen. Ask insightful questions, show genuine interest, and demonstrate your eagerness to learn. This will make you more respected and increase your chances of receiving valuable guidance. 4. Limit negative relationships. You don't have to cut off negative people completely, but you should minimize the time spent with them. Every minute wasted on negativity is a minute not invested in yourself and your future. Bottom line, who are you surrounding yourself with? Jim Rohn's famous quote, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If the 5 people closest to you don't have a strong financial mindset, chances are you won't either. But if you actively build quality relationships, you'll see your financial life change rapidly. Key takeaway: success doesn't just come from what you know, it also comes from who you know. Build a strong network. Now it's your turn. Are you in an environment that helps you grow financially? Who should you spend more time with to learn from? Who should you limit contact with to avoid being held back? Comment below and share your thoughts. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos on personal finance. Working for money versus making money work for you. I used to think the only way to make money was by working hard. I didn't realize that relying solely on a paycheck would trap me in an endless cycle of earning, spending, and working without an escape. When I started learning about passive income, I realized that wealthy people don't work for money, they make money work for them. I learned how to invest, create multiple income streams, and gradually break free from the working for a living mindset. Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about a crucial financial mindset that can help you escape the endless cycle of making money, so that one day, you can achieve financial freedom and truly enjoy life. First question, are you working for money, or is money working for you? Imagine 2 people. Robert, a typical office worker, working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. His monthly salary is 15 million VND. If he wants more money, he has to work overtime or find another job. But that also means sacrificing more of his time. If he takes a day off, his income stops. Joseph, someone with an investment mindset. He also started with an office job, but instead of relying solely on his salary, he set aside 20% of his income to invest in stocks, real estate, and a small business. After 5 years, he earns money even while sleeping, from stock dividends, rental income, and business profits. What's the difference here? Robert works for money. If he stops working, his income stops. Joseph, on the other hand, makes money work for him even if he doesn't work. Money keeps flowing into his pocket. What does it mean to work for money? Most of us are taught. Study hard, get a good job, receive a monthly salary, save money, wait until retirement. But there's a problem with this system. You're trading your time for money. If you stop working, your cash flow stops too. Inflation keeps rising, The money you save today may lose value in the future. 10 million VND today won't buy the same amount of goods 10 years from now. When you work for money, you're always worried. What if I lose my job? Will I have enough money to retire? Living costs keep increasing. How will I afford them? Think about this. If you spend everything you earn each month, how many years will it take for you to achieve financial freedom? How do you make money work for you? 1. Save with a purpose. Don't just save for the sake of saving. Set a goal. Save to invest, to grow your wealth, instead of just keeping money in the bank for low interest rates. 2. Invest wisely. Let money generate money. Explore investment channels that suit you. Stocks. Buy shares of large companies, earn dividends, and grow your assets. For example, if you had invested 10 million VND in VNM, Vinamilk, stocks 10 years ago, your investment could have multiplied several times by now. Real estate. Buy land or apartments, rent them out, or sell when the value increases. Business. Create a passive income source from an online store, blog, YouTube, or an app. 3. Create multiple income streams. You can't build wealth with just one source of income. Develop additional income streams from making money through YouTube, blogging, or social media, renting out rooms, apartments, vehicles, or other assets, investing in mutual funds for stable cash flow. 4. Understand compound interest, the most powerful money-making machine. Albert Einstein once said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it." Example: if you invest 5 million VND per month into a fund with an average annual return of 10%, after 20 years, you won't just have 1.2 billion VND, you'll have nearly 2 billion VND extra just from compound interest. Simple formula: invest early plus stay consistent, get wealthier. 5. Continuous learning about finance. Rich people don't make money by luck. They have knowledge and strategies. Read books, take courses, and follow financial experts to improve your investment mindset. How can you start today? Step 1. Review your finances. Are you spending everything you earn? Step 2. Cut unnecessary expenses and start saving a portion of your income. Step 3. Learn about investing. Start with simple options like mutual funds and stocks. Step 4. Find ways to create additional income streams beyond your salary. Step 5. Stay persistent. Wealth doesn't come overnight, but if you take action early, you'll achieve financial freedom in the future. If you work for money, you'll have to work for a lifetime. But if you make money work for you, one day, you can stop working while money keeps flowing into your pocket. Key takeaway: don't just work for money, learn how to make money work for you through investing and passive income. Question for you: do you want to work hard for the rest of your life, or do you want money to work for you? Comment below. Final thoughts. These mistakes cost me a lot of time, money, and opportunities. But the important thing is that I learned from them, and now I'm sharing them with you so you don't make the same mistakes. If I could go back in time, I would tell myself, start investing as early as possible. Spend wisely, save, and invest before you spend. Never stop learning and improving yourself. Don't fear failure, take action now. Build quality relationships. Learn how to make money work for you instead of working for money. If you've learned something from this, start making changes today. The sooner you take action, the sooner you succeed. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on personal finance tips.